Man, I'm excited for us field watch freaks because VAER has a new watch out. This is the 200-meter field watch that's got, specs like a diver, but aesthetics and build of a robust field watch. This is the new VAER C4 Tactical Field, assembled right here in the USA. It's got a completely bead-blasted finish, a first for VAER, as is the 4 o'clock crown position. And there's 3D SuperLuminova blocks and numerals for some of their strongest luminescence yet. Cap all that with a reliable solar-powered Seiko movement that gets 6 months of power reserve from just 6 hours of light charging. Man, VAER may have just achieved field watch perfection. Hey now, I'm Whit. Welcome to the channel. Whether you're law enforcement, military, or just a fellow field watch freak, I think you can really appreciate this new one from VAER. Of course, heavy inspiration from the Benris Type 1 and more specifically the Benris Type 2 when it comes to the dial. But there are some differences. This has got a symmetric case, a 4 o'clock crown, and the dial's just a bit different, thanks in part to these numerals which get the military stencil look. Let me give you a rundown of the specs and then I'll go over my likes and dislikes of this watch. Now, VAER's made it a little bit bigger. This one having a little more presence at 41.5 millimeters in diameter, yet it still looks great on even average or smaller wrists because of the relatively short lug-to-lug length of 48 millimeters. Got 20 millimeter lug width for your straps, and it comes in at 12.8 millimeters in thickness. It weighs just 95 grams on the supplied waffle FKM strap. In true tool watch fashion, this is a completely bead-blasted 316L stainless steel case, and even the top side of the bezel was bead-blasted as well, so you've got a matte finish on that black. There's a flat sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating. There's a screw-down signed crown at the 4 o'clock position, of course a little bit of a crown guard with the side of the case there. There's a screw-down case back with the same bead-blasted texture. It's got your specs around the outside edge and the phonetic alphabet as well. 200 meters of water resistance. That bezel is 120 clicks, unidirectional, and it's got a 12-hour marking for scale, and then of course you do have the first 20 minutes in a dive timer style as well. And just like the case, the dial's also got a matte finish, this black with the contrast white print. And then you see the 3D loom blocks around that chapter ring and the numerals as well. Those are basically cast in 3D luminescence. It's C3 SuperLuminova. The C4 Tactical Field is using the Seiko Epson VS42 solar-powered movement. It features hacking and has a low power warning mode to it, where you'll see the second hand move in 2-second increments. Now, this movement does have a date complication, but VAER has omitted it from this dial, so you do have a ghost date position on the crown. The VS42 has a stated accuracy of plus or minus 20 seconds per month. I clocked this one over 22 days, and it came in at plus 0.2 seconds per day. Again, just 6 hours of direct sunlight will give you 6 months of power reserve with this watch. It's pretty unique, too. It will accept any light form for charging. Of course, slower, as you get into lower light conditions, but even a candlelight will charge this watch. All right, let me tell you what I like and don't like about this watch, and the bad news, so we'll go first with that, and that's going to be the ghost date on the crown. I mean, this is, I get it. It's a great solid movement. In fact, this is the same movement that they use in their C5 Tactical Field Solar. So I think that they just wanted to allow a little bit of variation for those that don't like a date. Now you've got a clean dial, and so it's kind of a nice compromise. I don't think it's anything that's like a deal breaker for me. Hopefully it's not for you. But I think the movement itself kind of outshines that bummer. And again, this is a quartz, so it's not as if you're getting in there and changing the time much anyway. So it's really kind of a non-issue to me. But I thought I'd mention it just in case that's something that is important to you. With that one negative thing out of the way, let me tell you everything I like about this watch. Man, this case is just killer. It's very similar to that Benris, but it doesn't have that asymmetrical case. Again, the Benris kind of looks like this, with the right side sticking out more than the left side. With this one, they took on that same kind of shape, but they kept it symmetrical and then dug that crown into the 4 o'clock spot. So you get a little bit of that, where it comes up flush with the case. And I love the bead blasting throughout. There's not a reflective surface on this watch with the exception of the crystal. And I really like how this nearly 42 millimeter diameter watch really amplifies the design, and it creates a great great wrist presence without, getting overly big. Again, with this 48 millimeter lug to lug, it's fairly short for a 42 millimeter. So you're going to find that even though that it's relatively wide, it's going to fit a lot of wrists well. And this case back is something cool. They've got all the specs around the outside edge. You see USA assembly, sapphire crystal, 20 ATM water resistance, and you got a serial number here, Series 1, 156 of 600. And then they've got the phonetic alphabet. I just think that's a cool nod to a military watch. Again, it's going to be on the underside, so it's not as if you can get to it quickly for reference if you forgot your phonetic alphabet, but you can. It's there. Take your watch off and take a peek, And then they left the center of the case back sterile. That's to facilitate engraving if you wish. I really like this bezel as well. They stuck with the Type 2 style where you've got 12-hour markings and then 20-minute hash marks. The knurling makes it easy to grab all around the watch, even with that sloped angle to it, and the 120 clicks are nice and tight. Both of the straps that it comes with are very comfortable. It comes on this FKM waffle style strap, and then you get to choose the second one, and this is the one that I chose, ribbed NATO style, and I just think it's a perfect pairing for this watch. It's been my favorite to wear it on so far, even though, obviously with this black dial, you can find many straps that will look incredible with this watch. And I really like this dial for a solar watch. You can't tell that it's solar. There's nowhere on this dial that you can see like transparency, nothing in the riot for charging. It just looks like a basic quartz watch. There's no way to tell it's solar. So I think that is pretty slick. Not to mention that it is super clean and very legible. And the lume, oh man, this thing shines brightly. I mean, it's super crisp and it lasts all night. Now, they say that it's their strongest lume watch to date, but you see it here next to the VAER C4 Tactical Field, which I did a full review on. I don't know. I mean, you can't really tell the difference too much here, but I would say that just in my real life opinion, I think the A5 actually has better longevity. In the wee morning hours, toward the end of the lume life, I feel like I can read it better than I can read the C4 Tactical Field. But it's hard to argue because it is nice and bright. So great luminescence on this watch. You shouldn't be disappointed at all. I mean, some of the purists will say that it's too bright because if it's supposed to be a tactical field watch, you don't want that luminescence to give you away. So, I see, I see both sides of the story. But me, give me the lume. And of course, one of my favorite things, I love how that seconds hand hits its markers each and every single time. That's just a big thing with me and quartz watches, so I don't know about you. And I'd love to say that I think that that's what you're going to get when you buy this watch, but I have no way of telling whether yours will be this accurate on hitting those markers or not. So could be buyer beware, but hopefully you've got one that hits it just like this. Now, the VAER C4 Tactical Field runs about $479 US. That's free shipping, and it comes with the FKM waffle strap, and you get a choice of a second strap, plus there is a 2-year warranty. Now, these sell out quickly. They are releasing them in batches, so if you get to their website and you see a pre-order, you should just know that it's not currently in stock, but I suggest that you buy it through that pre-order because that gets you in on the next round. So if you jump on there and it shows in stock and ships now, you just got lucky. You better hurry up. But if it's sold out, then click that pre-order button and you'll secure your watch for the next batch. This watch, the VAER A5, really made me a fan of the brand immediately, and this watch has since become one of my most worn in my collection. And I'm real excited for this C4 Tactical Field, with its solar quartz movement. This just screams wear me every weekend if you're not already wearing it every single day, right? What do you think? Leave your comments down below. And if you got time, I'd love for you to check out a couple more of these videos. I'll see you over there. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time. And money.